It's actually pretty nice today. What? Brother Jong in the house. What's really going on? He's got the hard hands. What? You're not out at Samal Island no more? You guys are all vacationed out. You can come hang out with Kuya Cisco now. You don't have more important things to do? What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing out there? Miss you guys. You should be here chilling with me. You could be driving around with me, doing Uber deliveries and picking people up and driving them around. We could be a partner team right here. How you doing, bro? It's late over there. What are you doing up to, by the way? 1 o'clock in the morning. 4 million in the building with 2 likes. Let's go. Brother Jong in the house. That's what I'm talking about. And Miss Generous. Oh, hello, handsome. You are too much, Miss Generous. You're way too much. You already know that. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, he says, all good, Kuya Cisco. Yeah, just back from Somal yesterday. Whatever. You like to brag. I know. See, you're just getting back from Somal, and I'm sitting in the parking lot for Target. Ay, ay, ay. Must be nice. Missed that place. Got to go back pretty soon. We'll see. Jong, hey, we're thinking of coming out there though for in December and January. So keep your schedule clear because we may be out there in December and January. We're it's very possible, very, very, very possible. He says, hi out there, Jen, heart hands. Yeah, we're really seriously thinking about coming out there for December and January. I got to check flights again. Actually, today might be a good day to do that. It's Thursday. I should have done it yesterday. Dang it, I forgot. But we're going to check some more flights again, see how the flights are doing, because the flights were kind of crazy. They were kind of crazy. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I hope you had fun in Somal. I know you guys did. I saw one video you guys had, you and Kiana, you were in the water and you got her on your shoulders. That was fun. That was a cute video. I like that. Looked like you guys had a good time. Miss Generous says, John, I love the video you and Kiana had to be. See? Yeah, that was a cute video. That was really a cute video. Yeah, we'll be out there soon. We'll definitely be out there soon. One way or another, we'll be out there. Yeah, we love that place. Yeah, that was fun. We had a good time out there with you guys. But yeah, now I'm back here in the real world. No more vacation. Back here in the real world. But it's all good. It's all good. I am not going to complain. We got 6 million in the building with 3 likes. All right. So guys, if you're a return viewer or a regular on this live stream, if you don't mind, double tap your screen, give us a like, and it really helps our channel to get noticed and picked up by the algorithm. And tell us hi, tell us where you're from. And if you're new to the channel, please do the same thing. But in addition, check out our channel, check out our videos, drop a couple likes on some videos if you can, and make some comments if you don't mind, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. I think we have a pretty decent channel. We have a lot of fun. Got some good videos out there. We're building. We just got monetized. We're building. Brother Jong says that was in Surigao, not in Simon. The video was taken a year ago. I find the video cute. So I was, oh, nice. Okay. Surigao, yeah. Norte or Sur? What part of Surigao? Silent Down says, howdy, Cisco and Generous. Good to see you both. That's how I imagine your Scottish accent sounds today. It sounds like a Southern American accent. How you doing, Silent Damsel? Good to see you. Good to see you. Icon Fairy says, can you say happy birthday to me, please? I just did. You're welcome, Icon Fairy. Silent Damsel says, per her usual custom, please like, sub, and share. Thank you, Silent Damsel, the official Cisco International usherette. Silent Damsel, how you doing? It's evening time. Okay, so it's about dinner time over there. Yeah, about 7 over there, right? 7, 8 o'clock. She's laughing. Yeah, I've been doing accents lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have problems. I don't know. Oh, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to get up there. I would definitely like to get up there. Yeah, for sure. That's like real close to Siargao, right? It's like right across from Siargao, if I'm not mistaken. Miss Jenner says, damsel. Sandel says, just making dinner. Nice. What's for dinner tonight? We're going to probably have steaks. We're probably going to have steaks for dinner tonight. It's been a little minute since we've had steaks, but I just bought some and we're gonna hook them up. Icon Fair says, I didn't hear you, but thanks. Well, why weren't you listening? You literally just typed it, Icon Fairy. You literally just typed it. But what you can do is you can just move the little cursor back and you can hear me say it again. It's easy, simple. Welcome, Icon Fairy. Where are you from, Icon Fairy? Silent Down says 6:19 p.m. Okay, so you're 8 hours ahead of us. I was thinking it was 9 for some reason. 9 or 10. Miss Jenner says, happy birthday, Fairy. I hope you heard that one. If you didn't hear that one, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. Sign Down says, homemade beef bolognese with garlic bread. Wow. Holy cow. Like you're legit making that? Like it's not coming out of like a frozen container? Like you're legit making that? Because that sounds hella good. I got a funny story about some bolognese. Miss Generous already knows this story. So we went to the Philippines. What was this? What was that? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Anyway, we went to the Philippines, right? With a couple friends of ours. A couple, And make a long story short, everybody ordered food at the place. One of the places that we were staying in Boracay. Everybody ordered food. This guy decides to order bolognese. I don't know why, but he got so sick. He was sick for 2 days. I felt so bad for him. He was really, really sick. And man, he missed damn near all of Boracay because he was so sick. So I always think of him whenever I hear about bolognese. And I always kind of tease him about it, but it was terrible. He was really sick. Let's see. Where are we at here? Kayla Lopia says, can you teach me math, sir? Yes. 1 tap, 2 tap, really fast. 1 tap, 2 tap, really fast on the screen. Quick. 2, 1, 2, right on the screen. 1, 2. 1, 2 equals 1 like. That's your math for the day. You can come back. I'll give you more. Brother John says, Mabua Pebble Beach. Must be nice, bro. Must be nice. I'm gonna screenshot that because I wanna check that out. Because we might have to go check that out when we get out there. Cool. My boy, Pebble Beach. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that looked like a nice place, man. You guys look like you're having a good time. Miss Generous laughing. I don't know what you're laughing about. This is serious business. Silent Down says, yeah, I'm legit making it from scratch. LOL. Better that way. At least I know what's going in it. Yeah, no doubt. God, that sounds good. Is that easy to make, or how difficult is that to make? Because it's probably not too difficult, right? It's just the pasta and cook the beef up, and shouldn't be. I don't think it's not too hard to make. Junk says, yes, sir. It's in mainland Surigao City. Okay, yeah. I think that's where This is Gracie lives. Gracie Alfaro. She lives. I think she lives in Surigao City, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to this is Gracie, Madeline Nila, Irish May, Charisse. Shout out to all you guys. If you watch this on the replay, they're all probably asleep right now. They're not like Jong. They're not up at 1 o'clock in the morning, just balling out of control. They sleep. You know, they got things to do in the morning. Spador man, welcome back. He says, "Hello, officer." Well, hello. Don't blow my cover. Says, "How's delivery going?" It's going. I haven't even done any deliveries today. Actually, I have done all ride shares today, and it's actually been going kind of on the slower side. Which is funny. The longer I do this, the more I'm starting to pick up like kind of the patterns of how, you know, things go day to day on any given day, you know, at any given time of the day. It's interesting kind of how the flow goes. Last Thursday was actually pretty busy. I had a good day last Thursday, but today it's kind of slow. But it's all good. How you doing, Spader man? 6 million to building 6 likes. Hey, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys. Again, don't forget, double tap equals one like. And then if you go to our homepage of our channel and you click that subscribe button one time, just click it one time, and you'll have one subscription to Cisco International. And I'm giving you that for free. I'm throwing that in for free. Just touch the screen and I'll give you the subscription for free. You can't beat that deal. Can't. Master Chicks Poultry Farm, hello. How are you doing? Silent Down says, I use chopped beef, canned tomatoes, 1 can of ratatouille, get some veggies in my kid without their knowing, right? Tomato paste, garlic, Italian herbs. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I made some, you can't really call it spaghetti pasta. It was like spaghetti, but it was shells. And I just put the tomato sauce in there. And what we used, what do you call it? The turkey, the ground turkey. We used ground turkey, and actually comes out pretty good. It was really good. You know, a little Italian seasoning, a little bit of garlic. It was delish. It was delish. Thus thy Darius says, I am here, possessor of good, upholder of good. I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty legit. Thank you for coming in live with your possession of upholder of goods. I don't know what to say to that one. That was an interesting one. Brother John says, I was about to go to sleep, then got notification. You're like, oh man. See, that's a real one right there, guys. That is a real one right there. You know, this man was probably tired, wore out all day because he's, you know, hanging out on the beach with his girlfriend, just living his best life, you know, comes home, tries to go to sleep, and then bling, he hears the little notification of Cisco International coming on live. And instead of saying, man, F that punk, he could turned over and went to sleep. No, you know what he did? He picked up his phone, he swiped up, he clicked on it, and now he's here, guys. That's a real one right there. Salute to you, Brother John. That's how it went down, right? That's exactly how it went down. I already know. You don't even have to say nothing. I already know. Spader Man says, my internet disconnected while you were answering. I hope it picks up soon. I do too, because I don't want to be talking to you for no reason there, Spader Man. Sign Down says, we're having twisted pasta. Ooh, that sounds good. Kid's choice. Nice. Yeah, you know what? I'll have to use that next time. I like the shells. I usually get the shells, you know, regular spaghetti noodles. But yeah, you know, the twisted pasta sounds good too. That'll be very hearty. Miss Jenner says, oh, ratatouille comes in a can? I always wanted to try that. I want to try it to make it from scratch too. I'm not real familiar with ratatouille. It's like a kind of like a stew, isn't it? Is it like a stew? Master Chicks Poultry Farm says, guys, subscribe. I need 290 subscribers to get to 1,000 subscribers to get monetization. So guys, if you can, you know, help a brother out. Click on Master Chicks Poultry Farm. You know, if you don't already have a subscription, give him a little subscription. You know, help him get to that 1,000 subscriber mark so you can get monetized. It's a big milestone when you get to that point. Spider-Man says, W, Neil. That's right. Miss Jenner says, John, thanks for sacrificing sleep to hang out with us. Yeah, John, he's probably already asleep. He probably just dozed off right now. I know he probably had a long day. He had a long, long day. It's early over there. It's really early over there. Let's see here. Yeah, one of these days we're gonna get back out there. Like I said, it'll probably be December. We're really looking at that, and I'm definitely gonna look at more flights today. Miss Generous, we're gonna have to like pull the trigger on that or not if we're gonna do that. So tonight we will discuss the uh, the probability of getting out there in December of this year. Because see, the thing of it is, guys, December, it's holiday season, right? You just finished Thanksgiving here in the U.S. in November, and so you get through that, and then December obviously is Christmas, and then New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So it's a holiday season, and I want to say that Miss Generous and I have never ever been, you know, away from our families on during the holiday season like that in another country. We've never done that. So that would be my only issue. Would be, do we want to spend that Christmas season here, or do we want to spend it in the Philippines? Which, we'd be with our friends slash family, because they're friends slash family, and that would be cool too. It'd be an amazing time, and I know we'd have a good time. But we'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it. But we got 7 million in the building with 7 likes. That's about as good as it gets. It's a nice ratio right there. And I'm sitting out here outside this Target, and I don't know if there's like some kind of a special something going on, but there was a bunch of people in front, and I was like, "What is new PlayStation coming out or what?" Haven't haven't seen anybody come out with anything special. Doesn't look like, but there's like a whole bunch of people waiting in a long line out here. Don't know what it is. But anyway, yeah. So today is just a slow day. Um, I think I probably did like 5 ride shares. I got up early this morning and thought, okay, well, people are probably getting up, going to work. They need rides. I'll go check it out. Not a lot. Not a lot. Like I said, I got up got out here about 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I went back home about 7:15 ish. I was thinking Miss Generous was gonna, go into work, but she's decided to work from home today, so she didn't need any special assistance with her coffee or anything like that. And I came back out and just been chilling. But yeah, good times, good times. But to all 6 million of you, silent 6 million, thank you for tuning in. Your presence is appreciated. And again, if you haven't already heard, go ahead and just check out our channel. We got some great videos. We got some great shorts, and you can rewatch lives if you want to. But just check out our videos. I think you'll like what you see. We have travel videos. We got random acts of fun that go on. Um, I got a couple from my deliveries. There's just a little bit of everything. And while you're there, just click that subscribe button. Just click it. Just click it. One click. I feel like I'm sounding like the count from Sesame Street. 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks. Silent Damsel says, dinner time. I'll be lurking while I eat. Okay, thank you, Silent Damsel. Appreciate that. And enjoy your nice homemade dinner. I'm over here. I didn't bring any food. I have like a protein shake, and that's it. So I might end up getting some lunch and maybe taking it home to Miss Generous. We'll see. We'll see what she says. Miss Generous, are you hungry? Are you even hungry? Or will you be hungry, do you think, during lunchtime? All right, I can feel it's starting to warm up now. It's 10:30. It's 10:30 a.m. here, Central California. It was actually nice this morning. It's been hot the last couple days. I think it's going to be cooler today though. We had gotten over 100 the last few days, and it was getting like even at 7:30 in the morning it was getting hot. And here we are now. It's 10:30, and it's just now I can feel it coming into the window. This heat. I got my little fan going and whatnot, but yeah, I can feel that heat coming. Miss Jenner says, "Yes, ice cream, please." What the hell? I'm talking about lunch. I'm talking about having lunch, not ice cream. Blizzard says, "Cheers, bro. Salute." What's going on, Blizzard? Hope you're not too busy, man. How's it going, brother? Good live last night. It was definitely a lively topic. A lot of opinions, and yeah, man. You already know how it is. He says, "Hello, Miss Jen," and Miss Jenner says, "Blizzard." Sign down says, "Oh, what kind of ice cream?" Wow, she came back quick when she heard ice cream. She was going to be lurking, eating her dinner, but she heard Miss Jenner say ice cream. She's like, "Whoa, ice cream?" Says Cisco, "If the lady wants ice cream, we get her ice cream." Yeah, you think? Oh, there's no. I mean, that goes without saying. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. And knowing Miss Jenner, she probably wants Rocky Road, but she has been getting these. What are they called? The cones, what the heck are they called? It's like the vanilla ice cream that they dip in chocolate with like little tiny pieces of almond. There's a name for it. Miss Generous, you'll have to remind me what the name of it is. But yeah, she's been getting those, but she does love Rocky Road. Julian Bailey says, "Hi, what's up, Julian Bailey? How you doing? Where are you from?" Miss Jenner says, "Rocky Road and mint chocolate chip." Okay, Silent Downs, you hear that? Rocky Road and mint chocolate chip. That's probably going to be what's up. But besides the ice cream, lunch. What would you like to eat for lunch? That's the real question. The ice cream's a given. Julian Bailey says, "New Mexico." Well, man, I was just talking about New Mexico. It was a few lives ago. New Mexico, I haven't been there very much. I've just driven through it a couple times. And my best memory of New Mexico, we were actually driving from Pensacola, Florida, and we just hit Albuquerque right at sunset. And we're coming down the mountain right into the sunset, and it looked like the whole sky was on fire. It was probably one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen in my life. Definitely, I would say it was probably the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. And I've seen Boracay sunsets. I've seen Hawaii sunsets. I would say that was probably the most beautiful because it's the one that I always remember. If you have to ask me about a sunset, there's two specifically that I'm going to remember. Ones we've seen in Boracay and that one in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And so, yeah, shout out New Mexico. But yeah, welcome to the live, Julian Bailey. Ms. Jenner says the chocolate dipped ice cream with almonds. Yeah. But isn't there a name for those? Like that cone, that pointed cone with ice cream? I can't remember what it's called. Blizzard says, "Silent Damsel 100 on the pistachio." Oh, did she say? Oh, pistachio. Okay, wait. Let me roll back here. Oh, she said, "Can I have some of both or rainbow sherbet, please, or just..." Yeah, we'll send it your way. It's on its way. I hope it doesn't melt by the time it gets to you. It's just a quick flight, from here to Scotland. How long could it take? Pistachio. I haven't had pistachio in a long time. I didn't like it when I first tried it, and then I kind of got used to it, and then I didn't like it again. That's weird. That's probably one of the only foods I've ever had that happen with. If I tried it again, I don't know. I might like it now. Miss Jenner says, "Ooh, pistachio is good too." Really, you like pistachio? I didn't know that. I don't think I haven't had pistachio in years. Julian Bay says, "Really?" Says, "What are you doing today?" What I'm doing today is I'm waiting on well, right now I'm not. I've got it shut off because I'm doing this live, but I do food deliveries and I do drive for Uber, give people rides, and I'm retired, but this is what I do, just to keep me occupied, give me something to do during the day while my wife's at work, and then the money that I earn, I take it and I put it into account for my grandson's future college expenses. So it's it's just a good situation. Gives me something to do. It's beneficial because my grandson will benefit from it. He'll hopefully have no student loans I'll have to take out. Hopefully I'll have enough money in there where, he'll be able to pick whatever college he wants to go to and won't have to pay for it. So that's what I'm doing today, just hanging out. Son Down says, we don't get rainbow sherbet here. It makes me very sad. Really? Why is that? Why would there not be rainbow sherbet? Is that just not a popular flavor there? I Yeah, that's a pretty common flavor, I thought. I don't know what this guy's saying, but he can go bye-bye. Yeah, rainbow sherbet, that's a very common flavor. That's strange. That's one thing about traveling to other countries is that, you know, even other states, in the US here, it's almost like we have other countries here in the US because some of these states are very different. But you go to other countries and yeah, some find them there. Wow, no rainbow shirt. That's depressing. Wow. Sis CK, you're still up too? Sis CK, why are you still up? You're up so late too. Hello, sis. Thank you for coming on in the live. Appreciate you. You need to get some rest, sis. Sundown says, I have no idea. I get it every time I visit my family in New Jersey. I miss it. Man, yeah, you need to take some of that home with you for sure. Sis CK says, hello to all here. Oh, hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that, guys. But I had to reset something on my phone because if I don't, I get booted. But anyway, yeah, CCK, thank you so much. And I hope you get to sleep soon. You're working a different shift now, I think you said, right? You have like a different shift and and maybe that's why you're up so late. But guys, we got 8 million in the building, up to 11 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. And if you haven't already, just double tap your screen or tap that like button. It does help us out, tremendously to, get, catch a stream in the algorithm, and send new people our way. We're always trying to, bring on new subscribers and, bring new people into the channel, the community. It's like sorting through, you know, I don't know, a bunch of items that, some of them are really good, some are just, man, what the hell's going on here? That's kind of what it is running a live stream. You get some people that come in, they're just really cool, chill people, and then you get the people that they've got nothing better to do with their life but like say crazy stuff on live streams. So then you just got to scoot them out. So yeah, the more people we get in, the higher probability it is that, we'll find those great people that we're looking for. Because we got a good community and we're part of several really good communities. And yeah, we're just trying to build on that, trying to get like-minded people together. And when I say like-minded, I mean positive thinkers, people who are not all about negativity, who aren't all about, tearing other people down. Just people that are good people. That's what we want. And right on cue, Sign Down says, please like, sub, and share. Yeah, guys, if you don't mind, just like I said, double tap that screen, give us a like. We're just a chill channel. I'm not a dude with a clown mask on, uh, eating, gravy and oil, oil from a car oil change, just doing weird stuff. Uh, I don't eat I don't eat nails. We did see a guy yesterday. I've seen it before. Miss Generous was watching him. He's actually pretty cool, and I thought about maybe trying to do something similar. Uh, I think it'd be fun to do maybe once a week or something like that. He and you guys, if you've seen him, let me know. And he sits like on this stairway in his house, I think, and he has ping pong balls, and he throws the ping pong balls, hits like pans, just pans and pots from his house, and he gets other little things like a little basketball hoop, whatever, and he just tries to like hit throw the ping pong ball at one pan, have it bounce, hit another pan, have it bounce from there off the wall, hit another pan, and then go into a shoe or whatever, a cup, whatever, however he sets it up. He does it different each time, but he makes it pretty difficult, and he'll sit there for a long time just throwing these ping pong balls, and sometimes he'll be there for, like, hours just throwing the ping pong balls. He'll have to collect them all back up again and then just start throwing them again. That's actually pretty cool. It's actually kinda interesting, but I'm not doing that. I'm just sitting here in the car, relaxing, talking to you guys, and, we might work our way up to that, though, perhaps. My brother Kamal says Cisco International around the clock. Around the clock. Yeah, bro. Hey, you know what? When you're a newly minted monetized channel, say that 3 times fast. Newly minted monetized channel, right? You gotta keep your watch hours up. And I took a little break, we got a little busy over the weekend, had different things going on. And and to be honest, just need a little bit of a mental health break. Um, and you got to get back on it. You got to get back on it. So yeah, I do that silent live, and appreciate all the people. Shout out to all the people that come into that silent live and support. They'll throw a ninja account on there and they'll just let it go, and I appreciate that. It really helps tremendously with our watch hours. But that hey, thank you, bro, for coming in. How you doing? Are you driving right now? What are you up to? Julian Bailey says, "Why is so many modders? I watch him." You watch who? You watch Autistic Cool? You watch Kamal? So the reason why we have so many moderators is because, and I always say this, I don't need moderators to like moderate the channel. I got that. This channel's not so big and popular yet, where I've got so many people that I can't keep up with what's being said. um, and I need people to help me weed out all the jackasses. I don't need that. What I need is for people to just be cool, be themselves, be cool, and stay positive. And if I once I get to know them a little bit, I give them moderator, and then once you have moderator, what you can do is you can click on other people's names in this live stream and you can go check out their channel. And that's how you connect. You connect with other people. Once you become moderator, you're able to connect easily with other people. And that's one of the things we try to do here is we try to connect other small channels to other small channels so that, people can build their subscribers, they can build their viewership, and hopefully, people meet people that they click with and, develop, a friendship or at least, a cool relationship on YouTube that, everybody's happy with. So that's why we got all the moderators. So Julian Bailey, man, hang out, just, be cool, be positive, and we'll make you a moderator. If you're cool with that, we'll make you a moderator, eventually. And, you can click and connect with all these other people like that, no problem. And let's see. Kamal says, yes, headed back from Maine to Virginia. Okay, that's a little bit of a drive. How far is that drive, mile wise? And how long does it take? That's a little bit of a drive. And I'm sure some portion of that you're driving along the coast. I bet it's beautiful, man. It's probably really nice out there right now. Meow Plas says, I'm back. What's up, Meow Plas? Hey, you know what, Meow Plas? We're gonna give you moderator. I remember you. You were all right, Meow Plas. See how easy that is, Julian Bailey? Boom. Meow Plas just became a moderator. Just like that. Julian Bailey. Welcome back, Meow Plas. Welcome back. Appreciate you coming back. Julian Bailey says the one with the ping pong balls. Oh yeah, duh. Okay, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting, and it's funny how sometimes very simple things, it's nothing high tech, it's nothing like really well thought out. It's just something simple that he does, and he'll literally have over 1,000 people sometimes that I've seen watching his live stream. That's pretty awesome. And he'll just sit there and just keep doing it. That's a great idea. That was a great idea on his part. He's probably not the first one to think of it, but he's the only one that I know of. Julian Bailey says, I have a small channel. Well, cool. You have content on there, Julian Bailey? Then you know what, guys, if you can, check out Julian Bailey. He's got a channel, little small channel. That's what we like here. We like the small channels because again, when small channels work together, we all grow. And that's good for all of us. So yeah, check out his channel, guys. Brother Kamal says 14 hours, humid yet scenic. Really, it's humid over there. So you're probably already close, getting closer to Virginia then, right? Because I don't imagine it's probably very humid in Maine, although I've never been there. But I would say, yeah, when as you get closer to Maine, definitely get more humid. Oh man, well I hope you got your air on, and it's not too much of a stress driving in that damn humidity. 14 hours is a haul, man. That's a good drive, but that's probably small potatoes for you. BIY says, "Hi, Cisco International, Julian Bailey, Meow Plaz, and Cool. What's up, bro? How you doing? How's things out there where you're at?" Uh, I forgot how to say this person's name. It says, "Oh, hi, do you remember?" Yes, I do remember, but I forgot how to say your name. We're just gonna say X. We're gonna say X. That's probably what I did last time. I don't know. I could have. How you doing, X? What's going on? Julian Bailey says, "Wow, that's cool. Yeah, man. Oh yeah." Blizzard says, "Come on, salute." BIY says, "She, you don't eat meat." He, "Don't worry, it's plant-based." She, "Which plant?" He said, "The meat processing plant." But bum. That was my weak Andrew Dice Clay impersonation right there. BIY, you know Andrew Dice Clay. Nobody else in here. Maybe Blizzard. Maybe Blizzard might remember Andrew Dice Clay, but nobody else remembers him. X says, I think you said meant Cisco. Cisco, do you remember me? Yeah, yeah, I do. But like I said, I don't remember how I pronounced your name last time. I'm just gonna say X. I remember you were in here. BIY says, "Hi, Blizzard Abroad," and X. Blizzard says, "BIY salute." X says, "I'm good." Nice, nice, nice. Where were you from, X? Cool says, "Yes, I'm in Virginia now, but Maine summer dew points have crept up since 2018." You know what? Yeah, I can believe that because I think a lot of areas, the weather, the climate has changed. Where's that word? Climate change. I know there's a lot of people that don't believe in climate change, but I don't know how you cannot believe in climate change because that it's a natural occurrence. It happens all over the world all the time. So the beginning of time. The climate change that we're all worried about though is the one that human beings are causing to happen unnaturally and rapidly in a bad way. And I sincerely believe that we're getting real close to, having some real dangerous and unchangeable, unavoidable catastrophes being caused by, you know, our activities on this planet. But we'll save that for another live stream. So be safe out there, come on. It says Blizzard. DIY says, I know Andrew Dice Clay. Of course you do. Because, you're like me. You're a man of, well, well renowned and well schooled, television education. He was a good comedian. I thought he was a good comedian. At the time, he was a little bit over the top, for that time. If he came around today, he probably wouldn't even make much of a blip because there's just so many people that are doing similar outrageous things that he does with his comedy. But yeah, back in the day though, he caused a big kind of like pushback, almost like a freedom of speech type thing because he was saying some way out stuff. X says, yeah, 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 yeah. Blizzard says, yeah, I know him. See, yeah, men, men of class, men of integrity. We all know who Andrew Dice Clay is. Blizzard says, hickory, hickory, dickory, dickory. Yep, that's the one. If you don't know who Andrew Dice Clay is and you're over the age of 18, go ahead and get on YouTube and, look and see who he was. He's just a comedian. He says some crazy stuff. Uh, X says, "Oh, hi, Blizzard Abroad. I remember you." All right. Blizzard says, "X salute." Kamal says, "That's why I left New England. May as well be down here full time where folks are cooler." Really? I got to get out there, man. I got to get out there. I got so many trips that I want to take. I was planning on trying to come out that way. My buddy, he lives there in Philly, so I was gonna, hang out with him and try to get over and see Blizzard there in Connecticut. And then I'm sure I'd have to hook up with you somewhere, Kamal. I'd have to, get our schedules together. I'm sure you might be in that general area to where, it's a short drive just to get over there, to say what's up. Maybe try to get over to New York. because I've never been to New York, and just just get around as much as I can in that area. Um, but man, yeah, it's just we also want to go to Philippines in December, so yeah, it's gonna be it's a lot. So I don't know. We're working on it. We're thinking about it. Let's see. Yeah, wife says one of my friends is a flat earther. Jeez. Though he prefers I use the term bulldozer operator. Oh boy. Ba-dum-bum. You got me. You got me with that one, BIY. You don't always, but you got me with that one. That was good. You got me with that one. Julian Bailey says, "Are you going to be live tomorrow?" Probably not. Probably not. So tomorrow, my kids are going with me to the mountains. Sunday is Father's Day, and my daughter's driving out here from the coast, bringing my grandson, and my grandson, my son. We're all gonna go to the mountains tomorrow. That's the plan. So most likely we'll not go live tomorrow. It'll just be like a day off. So I apologize for not being able to be here tomorrow, but got to spend time with the fam. That comes first. Blizzard says, yeah, they're much cooler down. They're much cooler down south. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's why is that? I wonder. Just more laid back culturally, going further down south. Kamal says, good idea. Wait, which one? Which one was a good idea? Uh, about taking time off, going to the mountains tomorrow. Silent Down says, damn, I'm so stuffed. I need to rest before Washington. Well, that bolognese is very, very filling, very like rich and filling. So yeah, I can imagine. You probably got a pot belly right now. Probably got laid back on a chair like this. Oh, you ate pretty fast too, it seems like. Maybe you didn't eat a lot. I don't know. You're back pretty quick. You're a fast eater like me. Blizzard says, I'm heading back to VA in August. Nice. Blizzard's traveling, man. And it ain't just abroad. He don't just get abroad. He travels around that whole region that he's in. And he's been doing it big lately. He's been getting around, jumping out of planes, trying to base jump, you know, trying to do a motorcycle jump over the Grand Canyon. Guys, if you didn't know that, Blizzard plans to jump a motorcycle over the Grand Canyon. He told me. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, he says, DIY says, hi, EJ. Oh, EJ She, sorry. EJC, yeah. Going like, yeah, no, probably not. Probably not. Blizzard says, slower pace of life, more family oriented. Okay, I see. EJ She says, howdy, chat. Howdy, EJ She. How you doing? Where you from, EJ She? Petunia Whale says, ever notice how God never heals dwarfs? They never be like, Jesus made me 6'2". I don't get it. I don't get that one. That just went, I don't know. Kamal says, I'll break down the social difference in future vlogs. Okay, yeah, man. I would like to hear that because I don't know a lot about that area. You know, very little. Like I said, I've never been out there. I definitely don't know a lot about the people out there, from a real, perspective. So yeah, that would be kind of interesting to hear your viewpoint on that. Julian Bailey says, yeah, you got to spend time with your family. Yeah, of course. And I mentioned that on a prior live too, that sometimes YouTube as a content creator, you know it gets a little overwhelming sometimes, because you're trying to keep up with your watch hours. You're trying to keep up with people's expectations of they want you to go live or they want to watch your videos, and that's all good, and that's a good problem to have, right? But at the same time, you know you spend so much time doing it, it's almost like a job. And where I'm at in my life right now, I don't want a job. And by a job, what I mean is something where I have to be there and do it, even when I don't want to. Like I want to live now that I'm retired. I want to live my life the way that I want to. I don't want to do anything that I don't want to do. So for me, if I don't want to do YouTube, I'm not going to do it. and that's just the compromise that I'm gonna make with myself and my wife. My wife has to come before YouTube, so family will come first before YouTube. With that being said, you just gotta draw a balance. That's all it is. Sign down says, exactly. Sitting back wishing I didn't have extras. No, you don't. You're glad you had extras. Blizzard says, oh wait, is that a shaka or is that a can't tell. I think it's one of these. Uh man, I'm telling you, dude, get that motorcycle right over the Grand Canyon. Nobody's done that in a while, man. If you live stream that, I'm telling you, you'd go viral. It's worth it. You should do it. I'm gonna say, just do it. Just it's worth it. BLY says Evil Knievel Reborn, right? Exactly. Blizzard Knievel. I think somebody said that yesterday. Blizzard Knievel. Man, you get the suit, the red, white, and blue with the stars and the stripes, man. You could be doing it, Blizzard. You could even talk like this, Blizzard. You can say, I'm Blizzard Knievel. I'm fixing to jump this Grand Canyon here. You're gonna watch it and you're gonna love it, buddy. You could do exactly like that. I'm sure you'd go viral, bro. Miss Generous says, what? When? I want to go. You better stop. You will go nowhere. You will go nowhere when there's jumping over Grand Canyons because you're not gonna you have trouble riding a motorcycle on a flat, straight road. No, 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 no. Can't do it. Kamal says, now that I have to see. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Man, picture it though. Picture Blitz, he got the whole, you know, uh leather suit, all white, but he's got the red, white, and blue stars on it. And he's got that, that heavy, hey guys, I'm Blizzard. I'm jumping it now. Dude, how exciting would that be? Come on, Blizzard. Give the people what they want, bro. Say he's capping. No, no, I'm totally serious. Totally serious right now. Blizzard is just laughing. Hey man, that would be amazing. That would be outstanding. I think you could do it. What would be really cool, and I don't know if this has ever been done before. I don't know. It could have been. Instead of jumping over the Grand Canyon, right? You jump into the Grand Canyon. Now hear me out. What you do is you either get a parachute or you get one of those squirrel suits, right? Or both. And you jump off, and instead of trying to jump across all the way, you let the bike go, and then you start free falling down into the Grand Canyon. Boom, pop your chute, and then you just land safely at the bottom. I could be your manager, Blizz, is what I'm trying to say. Let me know. Let me know, bro. BIY says, hi, Miss Generous. Miss Generous is throwing up the flowers with BIY. What time is it? 11 o'clock. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to do about another, say, 10 minutos más. 10 minutos más. I'm just gonna do an hour because I got to get back on my job. And like I said, it's not really a job because I can do it when I feel like doing it. And if I don't feel like doing it, I don't do it. But technically, it's a job because it's I'm doing a service and I'm getting paid for it. So here, hold on real quick. I'm back. Sorry, I had to reset something again. Uh DMS keyword T says, howdy, partner. Howdy, partner. Well, howdy yourself. How you doing? I don't know what it is with the accents today. And not just today, yesterday too. This whole week, I've just been doing this. I don't know what it is. I think what it is maybe I'm being possessed by demons from Tennessee or something. I don't know. Texas. BIY says DMS word T. Hi. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just something just come over me though, and I get in that accent and just can't help it. I blame Blizzard, really, to be honest with you. But dude, seriously, if you I think it would be a good idea, in all seriousness, it would be a good idea. Of course, money is an issue. Money is an issue because we don't have unlimited funds. But if you did, if you did do something where you're just like going and doing like adrenaline junkie type stuff, it doesn't have to be nothing too crazy, you know. Just maybe just local stuff, around the town. And that could be the hook right there. Like, hey guys, I'm trying to crowd fund, because I'm gonna go base jump. Base jump will cost $300. If you guys want to see me base jump, you know, shoot a super chat or donate to my PayPal. Boom, 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 boom. And then you do it. I think that's a great idea for you, not for me, for you. Just think about it, Blizzard. Where does it say DMS? What does it say DMS? DMS says, just caught me a bluegill the size of a llama on the hottest day of the year in Nebraska. Is that right? Well, bluegills are good eating. I like bluegills. You need more than one though, unless you get a real big one like that. Maybe then you could eat just one. But yeah, bluegills are nice. I haven't had bluegill in a long time. The size of a llama. Well, if it's the size of a llama, you definitely gonna have to eat just one because that's way too much for one person to eat. Miss Jenner says, "Let's get pho for lunch." Well, that might be kind of good actually. Um, yeah, it actually might be kind of good. All right, all right. Blizzard says, "Walk on the wild side." There you go. That's what you could call it. Blizzard's walk on the wild side. Blizzard's walk on the wild side. Yeah, man. Sign down says, "Cisco, I'm away for now. My older kiddo is doing the dishes. Yay! Time for some gaming for me." All right, nice. Well, Sign Damsel, thank you as always. It's a pleasure, and you have a pleasant evening. And hopefully your bolognese doesn't act up, and put you, in a bad place with your gastrointestinal area, like my friend, because it's a terrible, 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 terrible thing to happen. But thank you. And she says, please like, sub, and share. Thank you so much, Sign Damsel. I appreciate you. Have a good evening, sleep well, and congrats on getting those kids to wash those dishes because that is not easy. DMS says, pho does sound good. Get the number 8 special. Well, how do you know what the number 8 special is here where we're at? They may not have a number 8 special. Uh, you're in Nebraska, DMS. They got pho out there. That's awesome. Meow Plas says, you like to hike? Of course I love to hike. Meow Plas, have you even looked at our channel? I don't think you've looked at our channel, Meow Plas. Because if you did, if you looked at our channel, you would see we've got quite a bit of stuff up in the mountains, hiking, all that good stuff. Check it out, Meow Plas. Of course we love to hike. I've been hiking since I was 2. If you know what Mount Whitney is the highest mountain in the continental United States, meaning the lower 48. Outside of Alaska and Hawaii, Mount Whitney is the highest mountain in the United States. I climbed that mountain when I was 6 years old when I climbed that mountain. No lie. Randy says, Happy Juneteenth. Well, happy Juneteenth to you. Yeah, guys. If you do celebrate Juneteenth, which everybody in this country should, if you love freedom, as everybody says they do, Juneteenth was officially the day when everyone, not just certain people, but everyone in the United States was, at least on paper, free. So salute to everybody celebrating Juneteenth. And if you don't know about Juneteenth, look it up because you need to know. You should know. It's American history. Miss Generous says, I would totally support Blizzard's Adrenaline Adventures. Yeah, me too. I think a lot of people would. I think his community, a lot of people would. Silent Down says, take care, everyone. Thank you, Silent Damsel. Have a good one. Take care. Blizzard says, back to work. Peace. Let that marinate, though, Blizzard. Let that marinate. I'm just saying. Take it easy, brother. Don't work too hard. Be safe out there. Miss Jenner says, take care, damsel. Silent Damsel says, enjoy your lunch and ice cream, Generous. Oh, damn. I thought she was going to forget about the ice cream. Of course, you had to remind her. DMS says, yeah, I know a good fuss spot, brother. Okay, well, good. I hope you have fun tonight or fun this afternoon too. It sounds like you're probably gonna have that bluegill, but unless you threw it back, I don't know. But yeah, man, knowing a good fuss spot is like it's amazing. All right, let's see. No 4MK said all those 14ers are about the same size. Yeah, a lot of them are pretty close. However, Mount Whitney is the highest one, 14,505 feet. Let's see. Brother Kamal says 100. Hell yeah. Well, guys, look, I'm gonna get off here in like 2 minutes. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's just another Thursday morning for me, and hopefully where you're at, it's the same. It's nothing too crazy going on, and you're just relaxing. Or if you are at work, it's not going too much too difficult. It's Friday Eve, so just remember. Hopefully, if you work that 5 day Monday to Friday work week, you just got one more day to go after today. Just get through the day, and hopefully you're on your way one step closer to a nice little retirement. And then you can just be chilling like me in a Target parking lot, talking into a phone to people all over the world, because that literally is the dream of every person that I know. And I'm lucky enough to have made that dream a reality. So thank you guys. No 4MK says, I'll hike, but no mountain climbing for me. Yeah, that's cool. You know, I love the mountains. We also do hikes at the beach. We also do hikes, just random areas just in nature. But yeah, as long as you get out hiking, that's all that matters. But yeah, we love the mountains though. We love getting up in the mountains. We're gonna go to the mountains tomorrow. Me and my kids and my grandson are gonna go up to the mountains tomorrow. I'll probably take some video. I will probably post that video. Um, maybe members only. I might do it in members only, as a matter of fact, because I need to come up with some members only stuff this week. Miss Jenner says heart hands, and BIY says hi. No 4MK1 Randy 17S. Randy 17S. Did I miss? Oh, he's the one that said happy Juneteenth. Oh, shout out. All right. Let's see here. Uh yeah, this guy is stupid. And then let's see here. Yeah, like all the people with, low IQs and small body parts are trying to come in now. So yeah, that's a good sign, guys. That's a good sign to, go ahead and head out. Um, no 4MK1 says, I live in the Rockies. Nice. Man, I've never been to the Rockies. That's awesome. The Rockies are definitely a place that I would love to visit sometime. Um, Maybe even just drive up there, because that'd be a beautiful drive. Get up through some of these other national parks on the way. Maybe try to hit, Zion, and um, there's just so many places that are just really beautiful along that drive. Getting out that way. So yeah, that's cool. Living in the Rockies, nice. My dad lived in Denver for a few years. BLY says, thanks, Cisco. Bio, thank you, brother. Salute to you. And Sis CK, thank you. Go to sleep, Sis CK. Go to sleep. You need to get your rest. But guys, we have 9 million in the building, 15 likes. Thank you so much. And No Form K says, I-70 through Utah is pretty sharp. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's just a beautiful drive, and I might have to do that. But guys, thank you. All the people that have, been here before, who are return, viewers, thank you so much for coming back. Really means a lot. And everybody who's here, who's new, who hasn't been here before, thank you very much for just getting in the chat and just speaking and saying something. The interaction is awesome. And we really appreciate it. If you don't mind, on the way out, just double tap your screen or leave a like and check out our channel. We actually do have some pretty cool stuff, I think. Traveling, hiking, random stuff, and it's going to get a lot better. We're trying to expand the channel a little bit into just different things. I have some of my work stuff on there, so just check it out. CK says, I wake up because my live is spinning. I relive. Okay, all right. Okay, well, yeah, you gotta take care of that. Those silent lies, I had the same thing happen to mine, sis. I was trying to do, 11 or 12 hours a day, and, it cut off at 7. I don't know what happened, but it's all good. But yeah, sis, get some rest now. But guys, I'm gonna head out and, get back to doing my thing. Thank you again for joining and, for hanging out. Um, again, please double tap the screen, leave a like, subscribe if you can, if you haven't already. And just remember, it's Friday Eve. Have a good day. We're getting the weekend here pretty soon. And just be kind. Be kind to other people, be kind to yourself. And we'll see you next time. I'll actually try to come back on at 2:30. So what is it? Almost 11. So about 3 hours. I'm gonna try to come back on in 3 hours if I'm not doing too much, deliveries and stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to, come on back. But anyway, have a good one. Take it easy. Be safe. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others.